Okay, guys, I'm going to show you how to make a quick piece of candy using a cool design, or at least something I have interest in. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go with UK logo. All right, do a quick search for that. So I've got lots of options. A lot of times just adding the word clip art will get you a simpler picture, but I'm going to go for this image here. All right, I'm just going to do a quick screenshot. There it is. And then whenever I go into Onshape, I can locate that picture. Okay, so to do it, I'm going to create a sketch, front plane. Actually, let's do a sketch on the top plane. Okay, and I'm going to start by just making a quick outline for my candy. I don't want it to be too big, so I'm going to make a 1.5 by 1.5 box. If I can fit everything into that, I feel good about its size. Okay, but now I need to insert an image. Now to do this, you need to import. All right, if you don't see import on your screen, hit control screen. So you go full screen, click import. All right, find your image, open it up. Okay, and then when you do, you should have the image here to open. All right, so I'm going to click that, and now it's ready for me to add. And I'm just going to kind of use this box to gauge my size, but I'm going to drag it, and whenever I like the size of that head so that it'll fit into that box, so maybe right there. Now I can drag it, sized up pretty good, so I know that my candy will fit around that. But I'm going to finish that sketch. I don't want to do all of my tracing in that sketch because it'll mess up as I try to extrude. All right, but when it's like this, I can turn that sketch on and off. Okay, it's always there, but I can hide it or make it visible, and it's going to be important moving forward. So new sketch, top plane. I'm just going to grab my spline tool and I'm going to trace this. Now these long edges, you want to try and spread out some of these clicks. All right, but anytime you're in these tight spaces, more clicks helps out. All right, so I'm just going to be quiet a minute and it's done. All right, right there at the end. Make sure you get that constraint coincidence so that it connects. And there I've got my full outline and I'm okay with that. All right, so I'm going to finish that sketch and do an extrude. Okay, now when I clicked, it said face of sketch one. If you remember, sketch one is that image in the background. That's not what I want. So I'm going to close my extrude and I'm going to turn off sketch one. So all I have left is that image. So now when I extrude, I'm going to set this one to 0.4. Okay, next thing I'm going to do, again on the top plane, I'm going to create a circle. So I'm going to start by placing a point kind of in the center of my cat. And I'm going to make that 1.5. Okay, didn't quite place where I want it, so I'm just going to move it, and I like it right there. Okay, so I'm going to finish that and do an extrude, and because I want the head of the cat to be a little taller, and I made it 0.4, I'm going to make this 0.2. Okay, if I do that, looking at it at the angle, looks good, but I'm missing some detail. So I'm going to turn my sketch back on, and I'm going to add these eyes and that nose. So I'm going to create a sketch, and this time I want to build on top of that cat's head. So I select it, get my spline tool again, trace that eye. All right, that looks good. I'm gonna get this nose. I'm gonna go ahead and do this part too. Maybe this thing will end up looking more like the cat. All right, right there. Okay, so finish with that and do an extrude again. I want to extrude that, that, and that. This time I'm going to remove. I want to indent it, and I don't want it to go very much. I'm going to do 0.05. Check mark, turn off sketch one. All right. Doesn't look terrible, doesn't look too bad, but there is my piece of chocolate. Okay. That may be sitting a little bit high, so I can adjust my extrudes. Let's try 0.3. Okay. That looks a little bit better. All right. So I like that right there. You guys have a good day.